what happened with the surgery with the Cleveland?
They didn't get back to me by Monday,
They did not? Okay. All right.
and so I wrote them Monday.
That's okay. I don't think even surgery was a good option anyway.
No.
All right. So what you're seeing here is, I'm gonna stop here. This is that kind of the catheter. Here, that's
That's the catheter.
like
Okay.
it goes into here. This pipe, and
Uh-huh.
this pipe is what we call the left main coronary artery. This pipe divide into two major branches, and gives this main pipe here. All right. This is what we call the Widowmaker or the LAD.
That's the main.
That's the main pipe.
Okay.
What you have here, and the distal part of it is you have those narrowings. You see here,
Oh,
here,
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Right. And if I'm gonna run it, we will appreciate probably easier. You see how that kind of,
Whoa, they disappear.
yeah, almost like very pinched in multiple
Oh.
spots,
Yeah.
right? The vessel should never be smaller in the distal part than proximally. It goes again narrower than it goes the further it travels. So here you can appreciate how it's kind of narrowed here, right?
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then the other thing that's a little bit harder to appreciate is this spot. So that's in the distal part. This part of narrowing here. Do you see that a little bit kind of
Uh-huh.
pinch?
Oh, yeah.
Just right after. It's a little bit kind of harder to appreciate.
But it's a little pinch.
All right. It's a little bit pinched too. Here, do you see that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That. So they took actually. This is a frozen picture. You can appreciate those small blockages here, narrowings,
And they
blockage,
put them
and they're
down
here.
there too.
So they put two stents here,
Okay.
and if you next image as well. So now they're passing the wire.
Oh.
They pass the wire, and here
Uh-huh.
this is the stent. You see two dots here.
That's
Right.
how
So
long
that's the
it
stent,
is.
yeah.
That's
And then
a
they
long
they
one.
inflate the balloon in the stent to deploy it, and then they pull the stent up, and they now looks better a little bit,
Wow.
right?
Oh
Yeah.
my. That's a
Right.
huge
So, but
difference.
they're not done, because there's still some areas that looks a little bit narrowed. So they go back again with the over the wire, and they kind of inflate the balloon. They prepare, position it in the right, and now that's probably another stent, longer
Okay.
stent. They overlap one over the other. So now you have two stents here, and you see that narrowings that you saw earlier, it's not there anymore. You see that? There's no pinching,
None.
none, right? And then they do some kind of tweaking and more inflation to make it more perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so
they
that's.
can go back in and.
Well, I mean, while they are doing it, they
have
have an inflate. So here, kind of probably the final result, when they said, okay, stents are deployed and nicely, you can see, this is the wire, so that's kind of, but you see the pinching is gone.
Yeah.
You can see the shadow of the stent, right? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see it, how it's kind of, it's a metal, so it's actually here. You can see
There's a
the
shadow.
shadow here, from here down here, all right?
Uh-huh.
If we keep playing it, all right, good. So then they kind of got out, and then now they focus to the one that's close here. So what you're looking here is, so that's a different view. So things that looks different because it's different angle,
Okay.
Right.
all right? But you can appreciate this pinching here, this area.
Yes.
This is the main pipe. It gives this a branch, and this branch you can see give three branches. 1, 2, 3.
That's all off the LAD.
That is not. That's the left
No.
main. That's the left
That's
circ.
main.
That's circumflex artery.
Okay.
You had a problem in the LAD. The
the
circumflex
LAD.
here, you see, you don't see any pinching anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Right? I don't see any major pinching in the left circum, but you do have this pinching in the beginning of the LAD.
Oh.
So that's the LAD. You see the wires there
Yeah.
going up. So then they wonder, is this something we can fix? Is this something need to be fixed? So they did some stress testing in the cath lab actually, and it came borderline. But he decided to fix it because it was kind of looked ugly to him.
Yeah.
So he's passing now the balloon here, right on the top of where the blockage here. You see that? That's the blockage here.
Uh-huh.
And now he's putting a stent. Do you see those two small dots? Dot
Oh.
here and dot here. So
Uh-huh.
that's the stent before he deployed it. And then he's kind of making it it's in the right position. And then he is kind of figuring, you see how those kind of narrowing?
Uh-huh.
Gonna freeze it for you.
Yeah, it's pinched
It's
right
pinched
there.
a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And now he's kind of inflating the balloon. Do you see that shadow?
Oh,
That's the
okay.
balloon.
That's the balloon, and those two dots indicate the location of the stent. So it's from here to here. All right, and then so now you can see the stent deployed. So before they inject the contrast, if you keep an eye, you see some shadowing here, kind of. You see that here from here and here. Probably tough for
Yeah.
you guys to
No, I see.
I
it.
see it.
Okay, right. And then you inject dye, and
And now it's unpinched.
Yeah.
magic, right?
Well,
Yeah.
And this is the kind of final shot where it's kind of the whole artery. You can see it how it's now open all the way from here to here. All right. Now, if you see, appreciate there are small branches from this branch, like this one. You barely see it because completely gone. You see that this artery here, so
Mhm.
small, pinched. But those are small arteries. We don't expect them to cause any major problems. The main point is that this major pipes is open. You have two major branches that coming off from the LAD, the diagonal branch. One here and one is not shown up here. Those are completely blocked, but they are getting some blood flow backward. You see this artery here?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
This one.
Yeah.
This one. You don't
That's
really
getting
see
it.
it right. It's getting kind of
You
blood
showed
flow
me
from
that-
here backward,
You
right?
showed me that the other
Correct.
last time.
Correct. Right.
It's going
So this
backward.
is those are two of the arteries. This is the LAD. This is the circumflex. The third one is not seen here. It's actually the right, and the your right has fine small. They didn't even look into it because there was not planned to fix.
Okay.
It was too small.